The Pittsburgh Steelers make 2 more additions to their practice squad, and both these additions come from outside of the organisation. Hello, Steeler Nation, and welcome to this news update, Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate, with me, your host, Britsburgh, and your voice from across the pond, your UK Steelers view. Guys, there has been some more updates to the Pittsburgh Steelers practice squad. They have added 2 more players to the already 8 players they named yesterday to take the squad now to 10, leaving still 6 places unfilled. It was the general feeling that the Steelers were looking to add players from outside the organization when they named just 8 players yesterday rather than 16 like some other NFL teams did. Now, who are these 2 players from outside the organization? Well, one is a familiar face and one is a not so familiar face. Let's start with the one who is a familiar face to many Steeler fans, and that is Mark Gilbert. Yes, Mark Gilbert, the cousin of Darrelle Revis, the outstanding New York Jets cornerback, has been added back onto the Steelers practice squad. Now, a reminder, Gilbert was on the practice squad of the Pittsburgh Steelers last season, was named on the practice squad after the 53-man roster cut down last season, but was taken from that practice squad by the Detroit Lions, where he was for the entire of last season. It now appears, according to Steelers insiders and Steelers media, that he has been re-signed by the Pittsburgh Steelers and placed onto the Steelers practice squad. He brings extra cornerback depth to the Steelers, given the fact that obviously that Chris Steele has been released, that Justin Lane has gone to the Giants, that Karlins Patel has been waived injured, although he cleared waivers today, apparently, and is now on the injured reserve list, the season-ending injured reserve list for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But what of Mark Gilbert? What did Mark Gilbert achieve with the Lions? What did he do with the Lions? And how can he add to the Pittsburgh Steelers secondary? Well, during his time with the Lions, he played 3 regular season games. He had played some regular season games, sorry. I don't know the exact total. He played some regular season games. My apologies. He had 3 total tackles, which break down as 2 solo and 1 assisted. He had 1 forced fumble and 1 pass defensed. So he did play some part in the Lions defense last season. So as coming back to the Steelers, having had some NFL experience. It's felt by many that Gilbert was a big loss last season when he was taken by the Lions off the Steelers practice squad. Therefore, it is felt that the reacquisition of Gilbert is a good one for the Pittsburgh Steelers and certainly gives the likes of, say, James Pierre and Arthur Mollett someone to look over their shoulder at and someone to worry about coming up behind them. Given the fact that obviously Levi Wallace, Akella Witherspoon, and also Cam Sutton are fairly certain to, be the rotation of the cornerbacks in this team, it is felt by some that James Pierre and Arthur Mollett's places are slightly more tenuous, and any slippage in form or any lack of talent shown by these 2 could result in them being cut or moved out of the team, and Mark Gilbert been moved onto the 53-man roster, given that he has an NFL experience now, and the Steelers did have high hopes of him last season. He certainly got the family pedigree to deliver on that, given his relationship with Darrelle Revis. Now, who is the next person? The next person is this gentleman here, a guy called Jason Rigg. So Rigg came to the Steelers from the Cincinnati Bengals practice squad. That's where he comes from. He is a tight end. He played in all 3 of the preseason games for the Bengals. He was an undrafted free agent for the Bengals. He caught 1 touchdown pass for them, and that was in their final preseason game against the Los Angeles Rams in a rematch of last year's Super Bowl. Rigg, an undrafted free agent out of the University of Kentucky, spent in total 5 years at the University of Kentucky. So like a super senior, really. In his time with the University of Kentucky, he caught 50 passes for 547 yards, averaging 10.9 yards per catch, catching 5 touchdowns with a long of 36 yards. In his final year at the University of Kentucky, that's when he had the most production, 20 receptions, 189 yards, 9.4 average, 4 touchdowns. That was a career high at the University of Kentucky for him, and a long of 34. Rigg is moved onto the practice squad after the cutting of Kevin Radar and Jace Sternberger. This obviously clearly must spell the end for Radar and Sternberger with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Had the Steelers organization had faith in Radar and Sternberger as being some people worth keeping, it is very doubtful they would have gone out and signed Justin Rigg today from the Bengals practice squad. It's obviously clear that Steelers must have expectations for Rigg to improve and to be a useful member of that practice squad and possibly someone who can move on to the roster should there be any injuries to the three tight ends, Pat Freiermuth, Zach Gentry and Connor Haywood, named on the Steelers' 53-man active roster yesterday. So they're the two players that have been signed, Rigg and Gilbert. Let me know, Steeler Nation, what you think in the comments of these two acquisitions. Let me think of what you think about the practice squad so far. There is still no word yet on any more offensive line signings. Many Steelers insiders, including I was listening to DK today, Dejan Kovacevic, someone I do respect, and he was saying that he still feels a lot needs to be done to improve that line and that Jesse Davis certainly is not the answer at offensive line. He is very much under the assertion, as am I, that we need to go out and get a quality left tackle, given how much Dan Moore struggled in the preseason. I feel that a quality left tackle to protect either Kenny or Mitch's blind side is an absolute must, and not somebody we have to Google, somebody who is a starting caliber or at least understudy caliber left tackle to come into the organization, or a free agent likes of Eric Fisher, somebody who we can actually have as veteran leadership on that line. And if that requires spending a draft pick on actually getting him, on trading for him, then so be it. We really do need offensive line help, because at the end of the day, that is the one group that is really, really going to let this organization and this franchise down for me this season. If we do not strengthen that offensive line, this franchise could rapidly go downhill in terms of wins and underperform this year, with other position groups like the defense, like the wide receiver group, like the QBs, all looking stronger than last year. The line could very much let them down, and this is something we cannot allow to happen. And Coach Mike Tomlin and Omar Khan, I really hope, are on the phone as we speak, trying to get hold of somebody. So, guys, just to recap, the players added to the practice squad today: Mark Gilbert, cornerback, former of the Steelers, former Detroit Lion, and undrafted free agent taken from the Cincinnati Bengals practice squad, tight end Jason Rigg. Okay, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below of what I've said and also of these two signings. Thank you for watching the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Please hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. Thank you so much for your support over the last few days. 8,000 views on videos on the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Absolutely amazing. Over, I think it's nearly 200 subs added as well. Absolutely superb. Thank you so much, Steeler Nation, for your support. Let's keep that support going. Let's keep growing the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. It's your best new place to get your Steelers news and updates. Thanks for watching. Take care, and let's finish this, as I always do, with "Here we go, Steelers. Come on!"